Classics are terrible. Hey, we're live. Hey, good morning. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well. As you can see back here, if you're watching the video, you won't see in the podcast. I put some train stuff up. Finally got that shelf up there. So I'm going to experiment with that as we go. And hopefully one day there'll be a train going back and forth. Anyway, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. It's not the train show. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And today I'd like to talk about, you probably heard this term, go slow to go fast. And I want to talk about that a little bit, but in a way of sprint commitments and what that means. And just an example of a conversation I had just the other day where I was having a conversation with the team and their team lead. And they were always 5 points, a couple stories under their commitment every sprint. And I told them, I said, I had a team just like that before. And my coach from 8 years ago used to say, your team is always at the same level, but you're always overcommitting by 10, 20%. And, I took the part where you just got to do it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. And I have Fortune Cookie. So we're going to do Fortune Cookie Friday. It's been a while since we did a program, mostly because my office was a complete shambles. And I finally dug it out. As you can see, got some stuff up there on the shelf. That is a small fraction of what was in my office. There's still some stuff. There's a box load of T-shirts from the museum that are here. But it's still a work in progress. Anyway, so 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And I got up so late. I got light reflections over here on my head. So it looks like I got shaves things. What we do, we talk about Agile in a practical and tactical way. Talk about Scrum in a practical, tactical way so that you can get work done without working crazy. Get home to your family and friends and have a little fun. That's the idea, not to overwork it. So what I'm talking about with the commitment. So the other day, having a conversation, looking at a team, they're reflecting over their past couple sprints, get ready to do their sprint planning. And past couple sprints, I've been really harping on them about not overcommitting. I said, consistently, you are all doing really well. You're at the same spot every sprint, but you're always committing to a couple extra stories. And I'm going to give you two things about that. And we were debating. I was like, come on, well, it's just the way stuff is. Stuff's not ready and stuff like that. And I said, so do you have a good definition already? Are you following your definition already? And I'm like, no. So maybe I hope when they did their retrospective, they actually took that to heart because I think he finally realized that the stories weren't ready and they'd take them in the sprint and then it would take space. But one of the things happens is that if you, and this is a story I told him, I had a developer, a young person in their 20s, who would say, Greg, okay, what do you mean don't commit, don't overcommit? I'm going to write all this stuff down, I'm going to get it all done. Well, finally, the person gave in because he was getting stressed out and frustrated. He listened to what I said. He committed to less work in that sprint. And I said at the end, he said, he brought it up. He brought it up, wasn't me. He says, I have to admit it. Gregor's right. He says, it's always good to hear you were right one time. I enjoyed not taking as much work on. I got more work done. I actually got pulled in work from the next sprint and did more and prepped for the next sprint and did some planning activities that he had to plan over the next couple sprints. So he actually got more work done and he was actually happy, right? He actually said so I asked him the question, how do you feel? You feel happy about it? And he's like, yeah, I do feel happy about it. So that's part of our mission, is help people get happy on that. So, but what's the big deal, Greg? So they overcommit. What is it? Let's say stuff's not ready. In this case of this team, they said maybe their definition of ready is not there. Okay, but maybe there's other stories that were ready that you could get done and deliver to the customer and bring revenue into the company, right? So that's the idea. If you commit to something that's not going to come about because it's not ready, that prevents you from working something that is ready. So this is a twofold thing. Not only do you get more value at, so this is where you get more work done, right? This is where I'm saying work slower to work faster, two aspects of it. One, when you get your backlog done, you're just going to be happy, you're going to work faster. It's just a natural human instinct. It's going to happen. So you're going to get faster that way. Two, you are working on stuff that can get delivered to the customer. Therefore, you are working faster. So if you get your backlog done, or you have a better definition ready so that the work you are going to do is ready and it's not taking up space in your time box, in your mind, for that you can't work on, get you frustrated, you're going to spend that energy on producing something that you can work on, you can deliver. So just think about that. Those are the two things about going faster. So I just want to share the conversation. I do believe you should be using your velocity history. Some points, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, whatever. Right? And look at what you really normally can do. And if you're consistently just a little bit under you can do, just get rid of a couple stories every sprint. Get yourself down to a point where you're under it, because there's nothing wrong with that. And I even had the person said the other day, I guess we've had a problem because we didn't have stories ready the next sprint. Get a couple stories ready in the next sprint that when they do get it work done, they ask their product owner, is there anything else we could do? You have something. So when they share that with you, it's the first day back in a while, and I'm really late because look, you can see the light shining in my face. It's not good, right? So we definitely got to get up here earlier in the morning, do this. Fortune Cookie Friday. Let's do the fortune cookie because I got to go to a meeting. I'm late. So Fortune Cookie Friday. The Agile accountants give us this fortune cookie, tells us something about either the show, Agile. We try to interpret, see what the Agile accountant has to say this week. And today is keep a cool head and bide your time. A chance is bound to come. So cool your head. Don't try to overdo it. Maybe related to the work a little slower to get a little faster. So keep a cool head and bide your time, and a chance is bound to come. So let's play into that. So cool your head. Don't overcommit. You'll get it there. And in fact, you probably get more done if you don't overcommit and you take it slower, and you're going to go faster. And we could probably talk about many versions of this as we go, even from a quality perspective. So with that, I say have a great day. Happy scrumming. Wish you all the best, and we will see you again next time. Take care.